The diverse mix of 19th century European, Mediterranean, and American architectural styles were incorporated into this Clarksville, Tennessee landmark's design to reflect an international flair. When it was built in 1898, it was the ornate federal post office that towered high on the bluffs of the Cumberland River. Well, this beautiful structure is now the 50,000 square foot Customs House Museum and Cultural Center. Its director is Jim Zimmer.
The museum began because of the 1898 building that we're standing in right now, which was constructed as a post office. And it's a very, very unusual building that really has become a very important part of the architecture of this community, and it's hard to drive through downtown Clarksville and not notice this building. In fact, it is one of the most photographed buildings in the state of Tennessee, which is kind of our claim to fame.
But their fame today is the dynamic way the museum honors this city's heritage, preserves its proud history, and gives new life to a magnificent example of design engineering from our past.
It was used as a post office, but then also was used further down the line as a customs house because of the tobacco trade that was what really built up Clarksville. Prior to it becoming the museum, there was an effort to bring it back to life as it was originally, as much as we could. So you do see there is new flooring in here, but you see some of the original marble in the entrance, the ironwork, the archways that you have in here. When you walk into this space, you have a feeling of walking back in time.
And while the post office is no longer here, the 35,000 to 45,000 visitors a year can certainly experience what it was like back in the day.
The Customs House Museum and Cultural Center is actually the second largest general interest museum in the state of Tennessee. That means that we are interested in promoting art, history, science, all of those different disciplines. Some of our exhibitions are permanent ones. Others, we do about 30 changing exhibitions a year. And we feel that's very important to keep the museum as a very vital part of this community. We also have events that go along with that help bring the exhibitions to life. We also are a collecting institution. We have about 21,000 objects in our collection, focused on primarily Clarksville and this community.
The museum appeals to just about anyone, and rather than buying stamps and mailing letters, it's still a community gathering place, but one for the arts, history, and just plain having fun. Of course, there are permanent exhibits inside, and just like the Tennessee weather outside, there are constantly changing exhibits. The museum houses more than 20,000 items in its collections. And inside you'll find a unique gift shop that offers works of art by local artists, just like these and so very much more.
There's always going to be something that will be of interest to any visitor that comes here because of our diversity. A museum really needs to be a living kind of place and a living part of our community, and that's what we strive for here.
The folks here at the museum say their vision is to expose visitors to the creativity and ingenuity of the human spirit through art, science, and history. And most would say, well done, mission accomplished.
This museum has accomplished a great deal. It's embraced by the community, which is so important. We have that kind of backing. We have the kind of visitorship that shows us that we're doing something right. We just have so many different options for how we move forward, and that's the thing that intrigues me. Like I said, museums, I think, need to be continually growing and reinventing themselves, and I think the potential for that is certainly here at the Customs House Museum and Cultural Center.
It's survived disastrous events like fires and tornadoes in the downtown area. It stands tall as a symbol of this city's strength and determination to overcome adversity. It's an historic place for all of us to explore the past, present, and future again and again.
The thing that I would really like people to think about and to say is, I can't wait to come back again.